good. So what I'll do is here, this is the AI side of things. So if it says describe your product, I say I am wanting to sell my print on demand mug for pugs. What's my
Right.
goal? Make more sales, meet more pug owners, for example. We'll generate the ad, and now it's going to go out and find what actual ad platforms and what type of ad it recommends that we run. We can then actually build this actual text out further, so you can have it find out what your brand name is. It'll fill out your actual details more to make you a better custom ad. But for now, it recommends we're going to do TikTok video ads or Instagram video ads. And this is perfect because, and I'll hit generate ad for Instagram video ads for this example. But this is perfect for you guys because your bonus includes those video ads. And that's the one key part actually of AdvertMate that we don't actually do is video creation. So here's an example. It'll say, discover the perfect blend and style function with our print-on-demand pug mugs specifically designed for passionate pug owners like you. Each mug is crafted so to showcase vibrant designs, etc., etc. So we'll just use this as an example. Then I'll give it a name, and then I'll give the project a name, Bugs Instagram. So I know that these are my Instagram ads. And then uh, I'll give the project a name, so that means I can then add my other ads for other platforms into that campaign. And here it's opened up our Instagram Ads Manager. So that's as simple as it is to then get into the Instagram Ads Manager. Once you've connected it once, it's a one-click integration. You're in here, and then you can start at creating your ad. Here we've got our AI suggesting target audience. So pug enthusiasts between 18 and 45, primarily female, interested in pets and home decor. It shows you where to target or what platforms. And down here, you can see it's already written out multiple examples to split test different headlines with different body text. I could add more, and then we can add in different languages. If we want to run this in different languages, we can add in more different voices for the AI to write in, and we can add in a target audience, a female audience, for example, hit generate, and then it'll create a new text down here that we should look at running. And if I update this here as well, you'll see where it says unleash on the ad on the right, paste that in there, it'll then change that. So we can see a consistent template of how our actual ad will look over here. Now up here on top, if I wanted to target that audience, I could type here. This is where you can now type in your interest group. So we've got the suggested AI recommendation. And so I could type in like dogs, dog enthusiasts, dogs, pug enthusiasts, um, dogs. I could type in pugs, enthusiasts, and then I can type in as many other ones as we want to. Pets as an interest group, sorry. Up here, home decor as well. Let's see, home decor. And which is an interesting one. I never would have thought about home decor as a audience for pug mugs enthusiasts, but there we go. Behaviors, we can type in behavior type as well. Which again, you can get pretty deep here in terms of like what type of phones they use, what times they log on, purchase behavior online. So you can literally go and just target people that are engaged shoppers if you wanted to. Then you would target what countries. Let's just type in Australia. Um, I'm going to type in. You can go down to an actual city level. Then we can type in United States, and you can see up in the top right how big our audience is. Again, it's basically a direct replica of the inside of the Facebook's Meta Manager for Facebook and Instagram ads. Down here, you can see where we've chosen Instagram ads, but if we could also, if we change our mind at this point, because the AI might have recommended to target multiple places. So it says Instagram and Facebook. So we could add that in here if we wanted to, but I'll just leave it as Instagram for now. You can see here as well, it has the option for Messenger, where you can then run ads to Messenger in the Messenger home or in the stories section. But again, I'll leave it as that. You can target people on a device. that you can do mobile versus desktop. I love running mobile ads personally because I feel like a lot of people are just on their mobile a lot more. Um, you can then again get as targeted as you want, and then we can scroll down, and this is where our creative is. So I shared with you before how you can change any of these sections. As well, if you don't want to use AI, you can turn this off and then create everything yourself. But for our example, we'll leave that on. And again, you can add in more primary text. You can make them as short or as long as you want them to, and you can add in all the emojis that you want. Whatever it is you're trying to do, it can be done here. And basically, every time you add in a new section or a new text, that's going to be a new variation of actual split tests that will run. Meta and AdvertMate will ensure that every headline is tested with every body text, which is going to be texted with split with every description, and you can get pretty targeted pretty quickly. This is where you put in your website for your. In this case, it would be at where we would where someone would buy the mug that we use as an example. Choose your button type, and here is where you would add in your bonus. So right now we've got this basic generic video here, but if I clicked out of that, we could go in here and go choose, and we can then go in and add in where we would upload our media. And this is then when you would add in one of your actual files. So you could then take one of your actual ads that you've got here, one of these different examples, or the one or the bonus that Todd's providing with the voiceover for any product that you guys have. So you can add that in here, and once that's there, you're good to go, as that's going to be a video ad. You might also in the future want to split test it with image ads, and then we've got the ability to do the same thing where you would upload your video, your image ad. We've also got an option here to for any of the royalty-free stuff. So you can type in pugs, and let's see what we can find for pugs. But here, let's type in a pug mug um, for women who have pug dogs. Pugs as dogs. And then you can select the preset, which means basically what type of image you're trying to go after, whether you want illustrations or pop art versions or fashion. And again, with this example, if you already have a mug that's been designed, you probably wouldn't use this. But if you are trying to build something out, and for a lot of industries, you might just be wanting to get a really high converting ad. I might even stop here saying, make it super colorful and scroll stopping. And it's crazy. Our attention spans are so quick these days. So I think there's a stat that says if you go to a website, if you don't find what you want within like 2 seconds, you'll leave the page, and then
Yeah,
every new page it takes you to
it's
go
two
to.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? So we've done in pug ads, and look, we've got a few different variations that it's built out for us here.
Wow.
Uh, and this could even be help you to design an actual product that you then go back into however whatever print on demand company you're using, or if you're whatever ad you're trying to make. With Todd's bonus, you could take this imagery and then go back and then use that, have your video ad created using something you've had inspired by
Yeah,
this.
remember our video that we're producing with the new software that's coming out, you're able to take something like a mug and have
Mm,
the person that you create in the video. It's a fake person that looks absolutely real. Like this right there.
yeah,
That's Chanel. Or in that case,
yeah,
she's holding the phone. There, like Chanel number 6. She could
hmm
hold it in her hand. So in the video ad, she could actually hold that in her hand, what Luke just made. That's
Crazy, hey.
really crazy, yeah.
Um, yeah, so um, yeah, and then you would select it, and then that's it. You've done your ad. That's all it takes to create uh your first ads here. And again, it's written by AI. That's all that comes down to AI is what you're saying is and the visual that you're adding to it and targeting the right audience. And the best part about this as well, you'll see here that the audience targeting is not insanely like over the top targeting. Like if you've ever done ads maybe 4 or 5 years ago, um, or you've worked with agencies, like that's another big problem that people have had. They've done ads, they've paid someone to do it, and they just haven't got any results. That back in the day, you would get so micro targeted with your ads. You'd be targeting people based on star signs and if they're single or not, and if they're what birth date their dog's uncle's cousin has. But you don't have to do that here because again, these platforms now have AI and they'll find your audience for you. So if you give a pretty good generic targeting, um, Meta or any of the platforms, to be honest, is going to hone in on finding that exact audience for you. But then again, if you look at platforms like LinkedIn ads, you can target professionals. Say you only wanted to target lawyers or surgeons or the business decision makers in any business. You can do that now with LinkedIn ads to such a fine precision that you wouldn't be able to do on, say, Meta ads. And that's again where the step before all of this, where it chooses and decides what type of ad is best for you and your goal, really comes into play. So you don't even need to know any of this information. It's just I like to teach it to share so you guys understand what's going on. But yeah. So then we got the ad here. All we need to do now is publish the ad up the top, or we can save it as a draft, and that will go out, create all the split tests for us, where we can then have that ad up and running so quickly. And we can go back and go back again and do that for TikTok ads. Do you remember before we showed us that we wanted to do an Instagram video ad and then a TikTok video ad? Well, we can do that down here pretty much straight away. Where do we got TikTok ads here? Um, Instagram, TikTok, traffic ads, TikTok. Here we go. And then we will do the same thing again when we created our TikTok ad through here. And it's that simple to do. So uh, that's essentially the overview of getting started inside of AdvertMate. We've got a bunch of other things, some upgrades and stuff. Like we have a template suite where we add in new actual image templates every single month. So this could pair nicely with your video ads as well. And you can come in here and edit any of these, and then you can even add in your AI generated images on top of these different layouts. It's basically like having a Photoshop or Canva, minus all of the extremely complicated stuff there. So if you're just wanting to create a nice image like one of these, you can select any of these and you can go in and edit any of the text out. You don't need to know any code or anything, and then have that be saved in your library. So when you get to that stage of the ad creation process, it's already there saved waiting for